Welcome back to Desktop Dungeons Rewind. Captain Thief doing what a Captain Thief does, which is making sure that the audio is not recording twice. Okay. Hey, I caught it. I caught it before I ruined everything. Yeah, I do that. I turn it on twice, that way it's easy to sync. You know, this whole thing about, 1, 2, 3, and then cut it off at the 3 or the mark or whatever. It works, but sometimes it doesn't work because it takes like OBS a quarter second to start booting up, and so it's not perfectly synced. And I care so much about that. Anyway, last time we tried to do Cursed Oasis to get the Dragon Soul, but it turned out that just being the Dragon Oasis, or the Cursed Oasis, does not get you the Dragon Soul. What does it is you have to beat Cursed Oasis as a Dwarf Crusader, a Dwarf Tinker, and a Dwarf Transmuter. It took me a minute. I kept trying to think of other words that start with T. So that wasn't possible. And you know what? Even if I start now, it won't count because it's not going to be like, oh, you beat this as a Dwarf Tinker. No, it's going to remember that I beat it as a Dwarf, and it's going to remember that I beat it as a Tinker, but it's not going to remember that I beat it as a Dwarf Tinker. But all the same, let's do something. Let's do something interesting. Let's do something really cool, in fact. I got Binlor, right? This is not going to be a run that's going to go... Oh, wow, he's got a little a stone hat now. That's kind of funny. I'm not going to... This isn't going to be a particularly successful run. I'm just trying to see if I can get... where are you, Benny? Benjamin Lore, where... There you are. Okay, so we just start with him, and we get pissed off right off the bat. Okay? Now here's the part that kind of sucks. We can't really level, or we really shouldn't level if we can. But what we'll do. Oh, it's magic, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to like break walls, which sounds kind of pointless. I know. Oh no. Yeah, it's okay if we kill something. Well, I don't want to get mana burned. That's the thing. Let's just move you away. No, I can't. Okay, well, what about you? Well, let's kill the dragon. And let's keep on pushing this guy. I'm just going to try to get 100 piety. I think that's what I need because 75 didn't do the trick. Thus, it's got to be, 100. It's just how it works. It's just how it's always worked. We've always been at war with East Asia, or whatever the heck that is. So we're getting a good amount of piety here, which is fantastical. It's also great. Hey! Oh, right, I'm a tinker, so I can shrink things. Also, I'm a tinker, so I don't wear my goggles. Yes, okay. So wait, Cappy, didn't you say that you weren't going to care about the Dragon Soul? And I thought, you know what? That's just not how I do things. I definitely care for the Dragon Soul. I want it. It's like an S-class item, if you ask me. Is there like a wait what I can get him out? I can want to fight him out of the way. Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah, it's just... Well, I pulled one of them in. I need to find the sub-dungeon, and it might even be a secret sub-dungeon, so I definitely need things out of the way. There's another Pistorf. That's cool. I want him to be out of the way, though. That's the thing. Getting there. I wonder if this pulls in enemies in the Shadow Realm. That'd be hilarious. There we go. Okay. So there's something there. I think it's because I'm a tinker that I can see such things. Is that right? Merchant, 2 more dungeons, 2 more shops in the dungeon. Items cost 5 less. Start with this alchemy kit and can start since dungeon stairs. Okay, so actually, going as a tinker was actually the best idea ever. And I did it completely by accident. I was just like, hey guys, tinker little star, how I wonder where you are. Oh, but here's a problem. When I break it open with this guy, I can't get through because he'll be on top of it. Well, I just need to push him like 3 times. It's fine. Okay, we are at 77 till heaven. Okay, this is not a, this is not the sub-dungeon I want. These are not the droids I'm looking for. Let's still get enough piety to make this, you know, kind of an exciting adventure, though. Yes, it's only 5 each time, but guys, come on, it adds up quick. Man, who is this guy? He keeps pushing me through rocks and then letting me heal up. He must be some sort of sadist. Okay, please be... Nope, it's not. That'll just kill me. Well, this sucks. There's something scratched into the signpost here. This has always been a civilization built on magic and chaos. It seems a fitting end. Chaos is probably a poor foundation. Yeah. Alright, well, that sucks. That said, we can at least take some money out, I guess. I'm just a dwarf, so it's not like, you know, recycling things is going to get me money. Also, you don't need to kill the, you. Oh, but he curses you, so... In a way, it feels like you definitely need to kill the Ultra Shade in the Shadow Realm. But if you use Pissorf, like, really, really good, you might be able to kill this guy without killing the ghost in the other realm. And getting his soul or something. So anyway, is there something I could spend to get more piety from Benlor? Not really. I mean, one could argue the Stone Fist would really help if you're actually fighting a dungeon. I'm kind of not doing that. I just want to get Crusader unlocked. So let me try that again. Oh yeah, look at that activity, guys. Couldn't I have just re-ran that? Yes, I could have. Yes, I should have. Yes, I would have. Dwarf. Tinker, because it's a good idea, and we're gonna definitely... Oh yeah, so 30% of the... Okay, erodes 30% of the level's walls. I think what that means is that it takes all the walls it was going to make and makes 30% of them water or something you can't break. So, it's still a wall, just not a wall that you like. Pepper, where'd you go? Alright, again! Alright, so Benlor's right here this time, hooray. We'll go ahead and pick up Pissorf. Let's actually go, you know... yeah, okay, break some walls and stuff. That's a good idea, but let's also get to the sub-dungeon too first. So that way we know even if it's here. Okay. Now, see, if I could have picked up all this piety, I could have made it work. Definitely could have made it work. So what's Crusader? It's a very fun class, if you ask me. It feels like it's kind of one of those classes you need to be good at the game to do, but you don't actually need to be that good. Captain.exe has stopped working. This feels incredibly spooky. Okay. So I'm just gonna, you know, break walls, I guess. Yes. The stone heart would help, but I just don't even have it yet. And... excuse the F me. How did I get cursed? Oh, I killed him. Okay. Okay. So once you kill something, even if you explode onto a wall. Of course. A horse. So let's be careful about that, I guess, going forward. Am I poisoned or anything? No, I'm being constantly drank like a Capri Sun. I love White Wet. I want to break these too, but you know, I'm gonna have to push you twice, I guess. Yes. Alright. I'm wasting MP by just grabbing all of it. I'm sorry. This is not optimum play. This is not optimum results. Okay, so you might hear beeping in the background, and that means that I have steaks I have to cook. So this is the most unprofessional video ever because I'm not going for wind. Also, I'm going for something I said I wasn't going to do, and also I have the air conditioner on. And I'm just kind of hoping that it's not picking up. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. So, I'm going to go into a long tirade about why I'm multitasking when I really ought not be. Well, yeah, I suppose. So, like, this whole week I haven't been able to get any, like, recording done, which feels bad, man. And, so I've been kind of, like, driving myself crazy about it and beating myself up. And, like, so today, for the first time in, like, a week since, you know, my work at this time of year has been very worky. Oh. Hang on, I gotta think this through. I want to send whoever down this way. It'll make it a lot easier to access the steps. Yeah, so let's do that. Anyway, yeah, I've been very busy in July because that's just how my work is. So I was kind of, you know, guilt tripping about not getting stuff done. And I know, do it when you can, but at the same time, it doesn't feel right to, you know, miss out or something. And so today, I was like, finally, I'm going to get off work on time for once, for the first time in like a couple months. I'm actually going to record. And I was cooking steaks at the time, and well, I even like spiced them while I was at work, because I'm working from home at the moment. And, oh, why did I come here? I don't need to be here. I have the secret sub-dungeon. Well, here's free money. I'll grab it before we go. So I spiced them and I started cooking them, and I was like, okay, cool. Almost, you know, an hour before everyone else comes home, and I can still do recording or whatever. But I forgot to set the timer on the steaks, and they burnt to a crisp. They are not good steaks. 62. Okay, so I just need to break more walls. And I was livid. I was actually really, really, really mad, and I just kind of decided I wasn't going to be mad. It's like Dark Souls or something, you know. You can parry anger, I guess. I was like, you know what? No, I'm not even getting mad. I'm not going to succumb to this perfectionist ideal I always have, where it's like everything has to be perfect. Because nothing is ever perfect. Oh, okay, everything is rarely perfect. And whenever you're waiting for things to be perfect, you are ironically and kind of sickeningly encouraged to look for any imperfections. Oh, I hadn't eaten today, or something like that. Happens a lot when I'm trying to learn how to draw, and I will just kind of be like, okay, I'll start in just a minute. I just need to feel gooder about this. And I don't feel good about this because I wait until 3 a.m. and then whatever I end up drawing is going to be very poorly done because you know, it's the last thing to happen. And you know, 3 a.m. is not a time I'm supposed to be staying up till. Maybe my life would be better off. Why are you made of stone, sir? And he has a ball cap on. Hang on, let's have a closer look at him. Does he follows me? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Gonna have to agree with my friend Bloody Kenshiro, though. I think that if they were going for this 3D graphics thing, another thing they probably could have done is split the screen down the middle, have like the whole dungeon be one half of the screen, and then like the up close and personal thing be the 3D interaction. I don't know. There might be a way to make it work, but yeah. Anyway, Crusader. Ah, here, one of the faithful. The direction of your worship matters not. The ancient order of Crusaders welcomes those honoring both the divine and the damned. Material worship is the only true evil. Okay. No comment. We've heard of your kingdom's quest to recover the glory of the old gods and would like to pledge ourselves to your cause. If you could inform your fellow countrymen of our interests, we would be most grateful. Welcome. Alright, so now he doesn't talk anymore, and no, you can't grab the piety, which is, it's kind of funny because the pact maker's here. Tiki Tuki's, oh, Tiki Tuki's all covered in gold. I should have noticed that, but you know, I'm gonna try and do this from memory. All right, it's gonna be. I really want to say that's JJ. I really want to say that's Dracul. I want to say that's Talrog, Tiki Tuki, pact maker. Mystara, I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Mystara. Benlor, because his face is right there, and Earth Mother. Oh, and Glowing Guardian. Okay, I did it. Hooray for me. Again, I missed the piety being different colors. Sorry, just just a little thing of mine. Alright, so we got the Crusader. I could try and beat this, but I really hate it when I do something and it doesn't count. It feels bad, man. So yeah, it didn't eat my piety either. If you discover him, you're good to go. Oh, that was just a thing. Oh right, let's go ahead and grab this money. Oh, that's some good stuff here. So we still have to get Transmuter, right? Yes, we do. And how do we do that? Well, that's the fun part. We don't know. Because people just say, oh, it shows up at some point. You just have to be there, and it'll just give itself to you. So I have the feeling that maybe class unlock Crusader. I'll read this in a sec. I have a feeling that maybe it's like always the last class to be unlocked, and since we got Crusader, not counting the monster classes, because that's like very specific to particular missions or quests or whatever. O glorious Kingdom Administrator, the esteemed Order of Crusaders has pledged members to our cause, swelling the ranks of our holy warriors. Due to a convoluted state of divine contractual obligations and against all reasonable odds, they embrace a polytheistic lifestyle, giving them more worshipping options when out adventuring. Not judging. So, Crusader's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and go over how it works. We're going right back to the Cursed Oasis, guys. It's just happening. Oh, that must be Go Person. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay. So we're probably going to be Dwarf Tinker again, but this time I can go over Crusader. Momentum, successful killing blows add bonus damage, leveling up or losing momentum halves the bonus. So you get like a bonus to your bonus damage. And the nice thing about it is that it's not like half the time you're weak and half the time you're strong like Assassin is. Excuse me. Where you are actually weaker than normal, but you do more damage when things are poisoned. So it kind of balances out. Whereas Crusader is actually just pure buff. You know, you'll always your 0% is everyone else's 0, so you'll always have something coming to you from momentum or nothing. You won't have anything negative. So, and I think it's like plus 25% per kill, and then if you level up, or if you strike something and you don't kill it, it takes away half of the momentum bonus. It doesn't take any of your regular bonus. So you can get really strong on Crusader really quick, but then the bonuses start disappearing pretty quick too. So, whatever. Second thing I really like about Crusader, though, is that you are immune to poison, mana burn, and curses. So, I think aside from killing something, you can't be cursed. Or killing something cursed, you can't be cursed. I don't know, to be honest. And then Martyr, you get an extra altar in the dungeon. I feel like Crusader was already pretty darn strong. But if I had my druthers, I like the extra altar, but I kind of wish that Crusader had something that encouraged switching deities. Like your minimum that you have to have before you can switch would be like, I don't know, 30 instead of 50. Or if you switch, you don't lose half your piety, you only lose a quarter of it, Something like that. But it's already like a pure, strong... Every one of these is a buff. None of these are negatives. The monk has negatives, you got this negative, you got this positive, and then you have this positive, but you have to really take into account the negative. Rogue has a negative. It's got very low HP, but it's got really strong damage. It's got 2 positives and a negative, 2 positives, negative, 2 positives, and a positive, because Sorcerer just likes to make me look stupid in front of everybody, and that's okay. It's just the pattern. The first ones are always 3 positives, 2 positives and a negative, but usually the positives way outweigh the negative. I think I really want to say that the last ones are a mixed bag. I mean, Paladin has like a negative because he can't switch, but everything's cheaper. Blood Mage has some negative to it, but Warlord, for whatever reason, doesn't have any negatives, whereas Assassin also. So, there's a pattern, but it's not a real pattern. You get me? Okay, so... What are we doing? We're doing Tinker Dwarf again because Tinker Dwarf wants to find his kin. And I forgot to start with Binlore again, so hang on. Give me Give me a million minutes. Yeah, I'm just gonna retire. Restart. Oh wait, restarting is kind of pointless because yeah, that's pointless because I didn't prep Benlore, so it's just gonna reload a Benlore list run. So why am I doing this? Well, I mean, it's cool to find all the classes on your own and on your own time, and as part of your own adventures. I've been through that before. I just kind of want to unlock all of them so that way we have this going and good to go. I don't need piety for this. I just need... I'm probably going to go for stone soup, honestly. Because there's always a secret... There's a sub-dungeon and there's a secret sub-dungeon that you can only find by breaking through a wall or something. And, you know, Preserve helps with that. Helps a lot with that. But it doesn't help enough. Or, you know, like, I can't just do it if there's no enemy nearby. What are you? You're JJ. Okay. So, I think Benlore actually might be a pretty good glyph to go with. Or, he's a good glyph, alright. I think it might be a good deity to go with at the start, just because you can almost guarantee that you can, like, push things through a bunch of walls, and then, you know, hey, now I'll just go ahead and switch to Jahora Jehu. And I start with all this piety and I don't even need to get punished a whole bunch or something. It's a thought, but you know, you do have to burn through a lot of your exploration space to make it work. So that's a good question. I don't know if that would work or not. That's not going to do anything. Let's get to the sub-dungeon. Oh wait, I can buy stone soup now. Boop. Alright. Do I need to? Probably not. There might already be Indus wall somewhere around here. But whatever. Whatever. We're not even trying to level here. We're just trying to unlock Transmuter. I don't know if Transmuter has something going for it where it's always in a secret sub-dungeon or if it's just in a regular sub-dungeon. I'm going to be honest, I don't even remember what happens that you have to do to make it become your friend. So we'll see. I'll get around you. Okay, let's have a look. It's this guy, wizard.exe. He's really cool. Scan B for glyphs. Okay, so it can turn my Indus wall into something. I think it's like a permanent 20% armor. We will not do that. That's a cool little thing. You can also turn this into like a bunch of health potions, I think. I mean, you don't get... Oh, here, let me do this. Turn I'm a wall into something, would you? Not Indus wall, I'm a wall. Yes, yes. So now it just turned into a stack of learning. Is that worth it? I want to say it is. Okay, so... Oh, wait. I don't need to talk to dragons. Go there. Okay, so... Alright. So this was not a working round, and yes, I'm burning my steaks again. Don't worry. I'm going to prevent that from happening. We're going to just keep running this until it works, because I want to have... I want my next episode, I'm just going to try and beat this all three in one go with Dwarf Transmuter, Dwarf Crusader, Dwarf Tinkerer. So, hang on. I will be right back. How do you like your steaks, Cappy? Okay, I do have to occasionally say this, but no one's actually talking to me. It's just voices in my head that I respond to, which is not crazy in the slightest, mind you. I like my steaks well done, which usually causes some problems. I ruined some friendships with that admission of guilt. But I do cook steaks every which way, and I think that that's like the key to good chefery, is that you can answer the call for anybody who has a particular like. I think there's a right way to cook a well-done steak, and I think there are definitely wrong ways to cook a well-done steak. And I don't want to be mean. I'm not painting everyone with the same brush. But, you know, there are, you know, I find more steak snobs on the medium and rare side than I do on the well-done side. And what I mean by that is, you know, people are like, oh, you want your steak well done? I'm just going to throw it on the fire and let it burn. Is this? It's not, is it? What is this? Mystera Scripture. +1 MP on use. Writing this parchment is generally an unintelligible mess, but you may glean some knowledge from it. When activated, it increases maximum mana by 1. Oh, I like that. Oh, here we go. Two faces, same being. The Mad Heretic. I can see why they weren't popular. It might be a reference to JJ. I don't know. His altar seems to have like two faces going on. One of them being, of course, you know, a relatively kind of humanish looking thing, and the other one being a what would you call that? A Lovecraftian eldritch horror. Indiswall, alright. Didn't have to stone soup after all. Speaking of, if I do go with this, does the Indiswall I get give me 100? Can I eat it for 100? I bet it works that way. Alright. Cool. So wait. This is going to be stupid. But I love being stupid. Let's level up down here. Why? Because then we will get a curse. Hang on, let's heal up out here at least. It's just Talrog. Don't bother. Don't worry, he's just angry. Always. Alright, so if we level, we'll be cursed. Yes, but we didn't go to the Shadow Realm. Huh. But then if I strike something... Nope, okay, so it's only if you're cursed... Okay, well, we're learning things. This is probably never going to come up ever. But I like the fact that we know things. We found both sub-dungeons. I'm just going to go ahead and retire. I apologize that this one isn't a very exciting thing, but at the same time, I do think that some people need to know that not every run has to be a run that gets everything. This is just a run where we are cheesing the heck out of the sub-dungeon to find the transmuter. Get in there? Why not? Why not? Okay, so we are still going with Binlor, though, because Binlor is always been in our corner, you know? No, he hasn't. He destroys all of my resistances, always, because I can never keep up with leveling. Alright, they're way over here. Couldn't hurt to afford Stone Soup, I guess. What's the story of Stone Soup? Stone Soup is some sort of story where, like, I think two guys with a stone come into a village and like, hey, can we make stones, or do you have any food? And like, no, we don't. And like, okay, well, we're going to make some stone soup. We have the stone and we have the water. We just need cheese or something. And someone's like, hey, I got cheese. And they give them the cheese. And then they go to the next person. And they're like, hey, we're making stone soup. We got the stone, we got the water, we got the cheese. We just need the meat. And, you know, all this stuff. It basically adds up to a whole soup. And then everyone in the village eats a giant pot of stone soup. Even though the stone didn't have anything important going on in it, it just kind of brought everyone together. I don't know. Also, Stone Soup is also the name of a indie game that Desktop Dungeons is kind of loosely based off of. Imagine Desktop Dungeons, except, you know, more 8-bit. And instead of everything taking turns and waiting for you to click, it's really more everything's constantly moving. I want to say, imagine RimWorld. I haven't really played RimWorld, but, you know, what I've seen from people playing it, it kind of reminds me of that. Yes. But yeah, Stone Soup. Cool, primordial ooze that Desktop Dungeons arose out of. Okay. I do like how you can squeeze through diagonals. It's really cool, even though it's like really thin there. Oh well, I'm not gonna complain. I just think it's cool. All right, what's this? It's a statue. Let's see if there's a sign in here. There is. Okay. They gathered in a circle to summon the Avatar. They thought that they could control it, but they were too feeble to even complete the ritual. Their minds clouded over and they cursed us all. I haven't seen that episode yet. Alright, so you are physical immune. I can, like, kill you with magic. Do you believe in magic? Hang on, let me you know, addendum that question. And a young girl's heart. What did that give me? Ritual scroll filled with ominous writing. When activated, increases resistances by 5% and maximum mana by 1, but applies 3 layers of curse. This is probably the worst place to have that. Well, worst or best, I don't know. Please be Transmuter. I love this secret sub-dungeon. Tell you what I'll do. For a fee, I will recycle, get in there, pick this up, turn it into money. Yeah, I turned it into money, alright. Turn this into money. Pick this up, and we'll just leave and take it with us for money reasons, I guess. Because these things I'm taking are for free, so, and when I leave with them, I get the money worth. I think. I hope. All right, come on. Where's the exit? I forgot what it looks like. Oh no, I'm trapped. I can't log out. Might as well pick up these potions while I'm looking at them. Oh, there it is. I don't know. I'm always looking for like a. Yeah, it's sold. Okay, it sells it for half the price. Okay, that makes sense. Let's try that again. I'm only going to do this like 3 more runs, and then I will assume that Transmuter just comes from somewhere else. Maybe I'll look up my old video and see exactly how that worked a little bit more. Boop. Okay, so we just gotta go to sub-dungeons. Let's see if we can get there faster than a caster. Okay, that's gonna kill you, then I'm gonna get cursed. I don't want that. Can I come this way? Yes, I can come this way. Alright. Oh! Well, hang on. I think I can still do this. Alright, then we'll just do that. Okay, now we can go in. Alright. Nope, that's not what I want. Let's try the other one. I'm gonna laugh if it turns out that it only starts appearing after you get 100 victories or something like that. At first there was only confusion, then there were teeth. Okay, if I remember right, you pick this up and this entire dungeon becomes teeth. Huh. I mean, I can kill you. And then nothing. What did the amulet even do? Okay. I don't know. Alright. That was that run, so that's 1 down. Oh. Yeah, I'll do this, sure. Turn you into money. Turn you into money. And then take you both out. Alright. Where was my tent again? I remember looking for a tent this time, not looking for a staircase. There it is. Okay. Where's Waldo? But, you know, even sillier. Let's hit restart. I think that works. Yeah, that works. See, I saved you so much time. Anyway, yeah, steaks. Sorry. I do like well-done steaks. I think there's a right way to cook them. I think that if you just burn them to heck and back, you know, you're doing it wrong. There's a way to like make sure they're cooked without drying out. It's kind of tricky. It's not like for the faint of heart. Here we go. Oh, is this the spider? Is this the spider? That gold looks mighty tempting. Maybe it's safe to take. Hell yeah, my gold. I know what happens there. It summons a bunch of zombies. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, okay. Let's send you through a wall. How do you like them apples? Ah, dang it. Okay, so this is going to be kind of tricky because we got to get someone through there now. Yeah, let's do that thing I said. Okay, so if we get enough piety, I might just get stone soup and do that instead, but yeah, let's see. So break this, and then we'll send him diagonally. I think that's the way we want to do this. Yes, okay. Bam. This is annoying, actually. Don't know if you noticed, but it is. Okay, so I love how the spoon is like basically free for a tinker. Cappy, it's always free for anybody. Oh, shush. Okay, so you. Maybe we'll send you through, and then if you don't work, we will beat you up to death. Yes. No? Okay. I need... Wait, what? Or something. Wait, want to fight? So let's see. I just need to pull you or you out, and that should work for me. Okay, so we will... Wait, want to fight is Y. Okay, that wasn't them. But all the same, it's what I want out of this. Y. Nope. Y. No. Got happy there for a second, but no. Okay. Y. There we go. Okay, now I can get in there. And it is good Glenrick. This is normally a really good thing to find at level 1. You get like so much bonus EXP for killing a otherwise innocent man. But it's not what I'm after. Also, I just had a thought. Good Glenrick is even gooder if you happen to have that guitar that makes everyone go up a level. Funny, you know, food for thought. Thought for food. Okay, so this was try number 2, right? Right. So now we are going to... Where's Waldo the tent? There it is. I found it. What's this? Oh yeah, the Mana Burn immunity. I love it. Don't need it right now. Okay, so number 3. Here we go. Please, please, please. I like Let Me See for just such reasons. Okay, so where's Benlor? Yeah, this is going to be one of them secret rooms. Okay, so hang on. I just need to get one of you over there. So let's push you that way. And then we will... Oh, here's... Wait, what? Okay, that works. Hey, Dragon, come over here. Thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to push him through the dungeon itself, but that's okay. You know, he wanted it. Oh, no, he didn't. Now he's blocking the way. He's way too hard for me to kill. Oh, no. Wait, it totally works. Okay. That's not the Transmuter dungeon. And like an idiot... Oh, there we go. Okay. I was going to say, like an idiot, I've forgotten where we parked. I can get by enemies just fine. Thank you much. Just need a whole lot of spare MP for this. This is kind of hard to get through, actually. Okay, and I did it wrong because I went through without a way to get back. So let's work on that. Just so that I can get out of here when I need to. It's just wise thinking. Okay. Hey, Tiki. Alright, please, Tinkerer. I don't know what this is. Let's see. I think what I can do, though, is I can make it slow. and then destroy it. Yes. Okay, so let's do that and see what's down here. I don't need to destroy them. The bumper collection of deadly tricks by Troll the Annoying. Chapter 1, exploding signposts. Uh-oh. Well, hey, we got a compression seal and a Schaden for it. That's kind of worth it. This is not indeed the Tinkerer sub-dungeon. Alright. It would help if the wiki knew how to unlock it, but they don't know either. It's just something. Okay. Well, okay, that's how this will go. I'm going to do a bit more research on this. In the meantime, I guess we got Crusader, and hey, I cooked some steaks. That works out for everybody, I think. I'll try and get it, like, maybe I'll just find it, and then I'll start the episode there. So, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.